Hello students, hope you all are doing good. Myself Brinda Patel, Assistant Professor in Computer Engineering Department at Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology. So in previous lecture we have discussed about color fundamentals. So today we will see about some color models. So the purpose of a color model is also known as a color space or color system. So the purpose is to felicitate the specification of colors in some standard generally accepted way. So a color model is a specification of a coordinate system and a subspace within that system where each color is represented by a single point. So most of the color models in use today are oriented either toward hardware or toward the applications where color manipulation is a goal, such as for example creation of color graphics for animation. So in terms of digital image processing, the hardware oriented models most commonly used in practice are the RGB, red, green and blue model for color monitors and board class of color video cameras. The CMY, cyan, magenta and yellow, and CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow and black models for color printing, and the HSI, hue, saturation and intensity model, which corresponds closely with the way human describe and interpret color. So the HSI model also has the advantage that it decouples the color and grayscale information in an image, making it suitable for many of the grayscale techniques developed here. So there are numerous color models in use today due to the fact that color science is a broad field that encompasses many areas of applications. So we will see about some models which are RGB color model, the CMY and CMYK color models and HIS color model. So let's start with the RGB color model. So in RGB model, each color appears in its primary spectral components of red, green and blue. So this model is based on the Cartesian coordinate system. The color subspace of here it is shown in this cube. So in which RGB primary values are at three concerns. The secondary color cyan, magenta and yellow are at three other concerns, and black is at the origin, right? So and also white is at the corner farthest from the origin. So in this model the gray scale extends from black to white along the line joining these 2 points, right? So here the different colors in this model are points on or inside the cube are defined by the vectors extending from the origin. So here the assumption is that all color value have been normalized so that the cube here, so in this we can say in this figure is the unit cube. So that is all the value of R, G and B are assumed to be in the range of 0 to 1. So images represented in the RGB color model consist of three component images, one for each primary color. When fed into an RGB monitor, these three images combine on the screen to produce composite color image as here. So the number of bits used to represent each pixel in RGB space is known as a pixel depth. So consider an RGB image in which each of the red, green and blue images is an 8-bit image. So under these coordinates, each RGB color pixel is said to have the depth of 24 bits. 3 image planes times the number of bits per plane. So the term full color image is used often to denote a 24-bit RGB color image. So the total number of colors in a 24-bit RGB images is a 2 raised to 8 of raised to 3, which is 16,777,216. So here this figure shows the 24-bit RGB color cube corresponding to this diagram. So this cube is a solid composed of the 2 raised to 8 raised to 3 colors mentioned in the preceding paragraph. So a convenient way to view these colors is to generate color planes. This is accomplished to simplify by fixing one of 3 colors and allowing the other two to vary. So for instance, a cross-sectional plane through the center of the cube and parallel to the GB plane. So in this figure is the plane of 127 GB for G and B is equal to 0, 1 to up to 255. So here we used the actual pixel values rather than the mathematically convenient normalized values in the range of 0 to 1, because the former values are the one who actually used in the computer to generate colors. So here figure A shows that an image of cross-sectional plane is viewed simply by feeding the 3 individual component images into a color monitor. So in the component images, 0 represents black and 255 represent white. So here this figure shows the 3 hidden surface planes of the cube in this figure of this cube, right? So it is of interest to note that acquiring a color image is basically the process which is shown here is in the reverse form. So color can be acquired by using 3 filters sensitive to red, green and blue respectively. When we view a color sense with a monochrome camera equipped with one of these filters, the result is a monochrome image whose intensity is proportional to response of that filter. So repeating this process with each filter produces 3 monochrome images that are the RGB component images of the color scene. So this figure will yield an RGB color rendition of the original color scene. So with high-end display cards and monitors provide a reasonable recondition of the colors in a 24 RGB image. In many systems used today are limited to 256 colors. So on the assumptions that 256 colors in the minimum number of colors that can be reproduced faithfully by an system in which a desired result is likely to be displayed, so it is useful to have an accepted standard notation to refer to these colors. So 40 of these 256 colors are known to be processed differently by various operating systems. So each of the 216 safe colors is formed from the 3 RGB values, but each value can only be 0, 51, 102, 153, 204 or 255. So RGB triplets of these values give us 6 raised to 3, which is 216 possible values. So it is customary to express these values in a hexadecimal number system as shown here in table. So recall that the hex numbers 0, 1 to up to 9 A, B, C, D, E, F correspond to the decimal numbers 0, 1, 2 up to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So recall also that 0, 16 is equal to 0, 0, 0, 2, which is a binary form, and f of 16 is equal to 1, 1, 1 of 2, 1, 1, 1, 1 of 2. So for example, ff of 16 is equal to 255 of 10, right? So since it takes a number to form an RGB color, each safe color is formed from 3 of 2-digit hex numbers as here in the table. For example, the purest red is FF0000, the values 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and FFF, FFF represent black and white respectively. So here the same result is obtained by using a more familiar decimal notation. For instance, the brightest red in decimal notation has R is equal to 255 into FF and G is equal to B is equal to 0. So here this figure shows the 216 safe colors organized in descending RGB values. The square in the top left array here as the value FFF means white. So the second square is the right has the value of FFF, FF and C, FFFFCC. So the third square here has a value FFFF99 and so on in the first row. So the second row of that same array has the value of FFCCFF, FFCCCC and FFCC99 and so on. So the final square of that array has a value of FF0000. The brightest possible is a red. So the second array to the right of the one just examined start with the value CC FFFFF. So here this figure shows the hex code for all the possible gray colors in a 256 color RGB system. So some of these values are outside of this safe color set but are represented property. So the grays from the safe color group here. So here safe RGB color set but they are represented properly. So the gray from the safe color group KKK to 16 for K is equal to 0, 3, 5, 6, 9 CF are shown here. So this figure shows the RGB safe color cube. Unlike the full color cube we have shown in above figure, which is solid, the cube in this figure, so it has a valid colors only on the surface planes. Now the CMY and CMYK color models. So cyan, magenta and yellow are the secondary colors of light or alternatively the primary colors of pigments. For example, when a surface coated with cyan pigment is illuminated with white light, no red light is reflected from the surface. So cyan subtracts red light from the reflected white light, which itself it is composed of equal amounts of red, green and blue light. More devices that deposit colored pigments on the paper, such as color printers and copies, require CMY data input or perform an RGB to CMY conversions internally. This conversion is performed using the simple operation, which is CMY is equal to 111 minus RGB. So here assumption is that the color values have been normalized to the range 0, 1. So this equation demonstrates the light reflected from a surface coated with pure cyan does not contain red. Similarly, pure magenta does not reflect green and pure yellow does not reflect blue. So this equation also reveals that RGB values can be obtained easily from a set of CMY values by subtracting the individual CMY values from 1. So here this figure is equal amounts of the pigment primary cyan, magenta and yellow should produce black. So combining these colors for printing produces muggy looking black, right? So in order to produce a true black, which is the predominant in the color printing. So a fourth color black is added, giving rise to the CMYK color model. So when publishers talk about 4-color printing, they are referring to these 3 colors of the CMY color model. So here is the difference between a CMY and CMYK. Now the HSI color model. So as we have seen in a video, that creating colors in RGB and CMY models and changing from one model to the another is a straightforward process. So as noted earlier, these color systems are ideally suited for the hardware implementations. The RGB system matches nicely with the fact that the human eye is strongly perceptive to red, green and blue primaries. So the RGB and CMY and other similar color models are not well suited for describing colors in terms that are practical for human interpretation. So when human views a color object, we describe it by a hue, saturation and brightness. So the hue is a color attribute that describe the pure color. So saturation gives us a measure of a degree to which the pure color is diluted by the white light, and brightness is a subjective descriptor that is practically impossible to measure. So here an RGB color image can be viewed as a 3 monochrome intensity images. So it should come as no surprise that we should be able to extract intensity from RGB image. So it becomes rather than clear if we can take the color cube we are using here, this color cube, right, and this diagram. So here we can take from that cube and stand it on the black 0 vertex with the white vertex which is 111 directly above it. So as shown here, the line means intensity axis joining the black and white vertices is a vertical, right? So in this figure, if we wanted to determine the intensity component of any color, we would simply pass the plane perpendicular to the intensity axis and containing the color point. So the intersection of the plane with the intensity axis would give us point which intensity value in the range of 0 to 1. So we also note with a little thought that the saturation means purity of a color increases as a function of distance from the intensity axis. So saturation of points on the intensity axis is 0, as evidenced by the fact that all points along this axis are gray. So in order to see how hue can be determined also from a given RGB point considered here in the figure, so which shows the plane defined by 3 points, black, white and cyan. So the fact that the black and white points are contained in the plane tells us that the intensity axis is also contained in the plane. So we see that all points contained in the plane segment defined by the intensity axis and boundaries of a cube have the same hue. So here in this figure, in this plane we can see the primary colors are separated by 120 degree, secondary colors are 60 degree from the primaries, which means that the angle between secondaries also is 120 degree, right? So this figure shows the same hexagonal shape and an arbitrary color point. So the hue of the point is determined by the angle from the some reference point. So an angle of 0 degree from the red axis designates 0 hue, and the hue increases counterclockwise from there. So the saturation is the length of the vector from the origin point. So here figure C and figure D, as the shape chosen does not matter, because any one of these shapes can be wrapped into one of the other two by a geometric transformation. So here this figure shows the HSI model based on the color triangles and also on the circles. So now converting colors from RGB to HSI. So given an image in RGB color format, right? So the H component of each RGB pixel is obtained using this equation. H is equal to theta and 360 minus theta. Theta if B is less than is equal to G, and 360 minus theta if B is greater than G. So with theta is equal to cos inverse 1 by 2 into r minus g plus r minus b upon r minus g square plus r minus b g minus b raised to 1 upon 2. So here the saturation component is given by S is equal to 1 minus 3 upon R plus G plus B into minimum R G B. So the intensity component here is given by I is equal to 1 upon 3 into R plus G plus B. It is assumed that the RGB values have been normalized to the range 0, 1, and then angle is theta is measured with respect to the red axis of the HSI space. So hue can be normalized to the range 0 to 1 by dividing by 360 degree all the values resulting from this equation. So the other two HSI components already are in this range if the given RGB values are in the interval of 0 to 1. So now converting colors from the HSI to RGB. So given values of HSI is the interval 0 to 1. We now want to find the corresponding RGB values in the same range. So the application equations depend on the values of H. So there are here three sectors of interest corresponding to the 120 degree intervals in the separation primaries. So we begin by multiplying H by 360 degree, which returns the hue to its original range of 0 degree to 360 degree. So here RG sector of 0 degree less than equal to H less than equal to 120 degree. When H is in this sector, the RGB components are given by this equation. So B is equal to I into 1 minus S. So R is equal to I into 1 plus S cos H upon cos 60 degree minus H. So G is equal to 3I minus R plus B. If GB sector here is 120 degree to less than equal to H less than equal to 240 degree. So if the given value of H is in this sector, we first subtract 120 degree from it. So H is equal to H minus 120 degree. So R is equal to I minus 1 upon I minus I into 1 minus S. This is the RGB components. So G is equal to I into 1 plus S cos H upon cos 60 degree minus H, and B is equal to 3I minus R plus G. Now the RG sector of 240 degree less than equal to H less than equal to 360 degree. So finally here if H is in the range, we subtract 240 degree from it. That means H is equal to H minus 240 degree. Then the RGB components are G is equal to I into 1 minus S. So B is equal to I into 1 plus S cos H upon cos 60 degree minus H. So R is equal to 3 into I minus G plus B. So here this figure shows the hue, saturation and intensity images for the RGB values as shown in this figure. So figure A is the hue image, right? This is the hue image. Its most distinguished feature is the discontinuity in value along a 45-degree line in the front red plane of the cube. So to understand the reason for this discontinuity, here draw a line from the red to white vertices of the cube and select a point in the middle in the line. Starting at that point, draw a path to the right and following the cube around until you return the starting point. So here the values of hue along this path should be increased from 0 degree to 360 degree. So here that's why this figure shows because of the lowest value is represented as a black and highest value is as a white in the grayscale. Here this figure shows the progressively darker value to the white vertex of the RGB cube, indicating that the colors become less and less saturated as they approach white. So figure C is the average of the RGB values at the corresponding in pixel. So now manipulating HSI component images. So here figure A here is shows the image composed of the primary and secondary RGB colors. This figure through figure B to figure B, C and D. So figure B to D here shows the H, S and I components of this image. So here recall from the discussion in above section that the gray level values in this figure has correspond to angles. For example, because red correspond to 0 degree, the red region in this figure is mapped to a black region in the hue image. So this figure C correspond to a saturation and gray level in figure D are average intensities. So to change the individual color of any region in the RGB image, we can change the values of the corresponding regions in the hue image as here. So if we apply to changing the average intensity of any region, so these changes can be made simultaneously. For example, this image shows it was obtained by changing to 0 to the pixel corresponding to the blue and green regions in figure B, right? So here in this figure B, we reduce by half of the saturation of cyan region in component image as from figure C. So in this figure we reduce the half intensity of the central white region in the intensity image of this figure. So the result of converting this modified HSI image back to the RGB, which is shown here in figure D. So as expected, we see in this figure that the outer portions of all circles are now red and the purity of the cyan region was diminished and the central region becomes gray rather than the white. So all these results are simple. They illustrate clearly the power of HSI color model in allowing independent control over hue, saturation and intensity quantities with which we are quite familiar when describing the colors. Thank you.